Well, hello and welcome to Elaine's National Notary Association presentation on community. Uh, Elaine sent me an email a while back and said, would you like to do a quick video about your perception of community within the healthcare setting? And I said, absolutely, I'd love to do that. There's not anything I wouldn't do for Elaine, so I'm happy to present for her today. So 20 years ago, my boss came to me and said, if you're going to do this job, you've got to become a notary. So I did the research and figured out what I needed to do in order to become a notary. This is before the days of electronic application submissions and electronic payments. So we had to do that the old-fashioned way, write a check and send it in with paperwork, but became a notary and quickly realized I did not know anything about being a notary. So I found a class that was offered in a nearby town and enrolled. And after that class, I decided that I needed more. And I became aware of an organization called the National Notary Association and became a member. I read everything they produced and published. And at that time, they offered a certified notary training class. So I decided that's what I needed to do and became a certified notary trainer. And I'll tell you, that was a difficult course. That was something that required a lot of time and effort and education. And I'm so grateful I did that because after that class, I was really very confident about the notary process, just the professionalism required of being a community notary, and began teaching. So I started with the notaries in my hospital. I realized if I didn't know anything, they probably didn't either. And so became involved in the education of the notaries in my local hospital. We would set up lunch and learns and talk about best practices, changes in state regulation, and really helped train all the notaries in my organization. And realized that other hospitals within our organization and locally needed the same training. So I would go to the other hospitals, or they would come to our hospital, the notaries from different facilities, and then we would train them as well. So then our corporate office found out what I was doing, and I was asked to participate on more of a system-wide level. So I wrote the policy for all the Banner Health notaries, and then decided we needed to do more. So I created an online learning class for all of our Banner Health notaries that they take every year. And then there's a quiz associated with that, so they have to prove competency. And because of that, I was recognized in 2005 as the National Notary of the Year, and that was a great honor to be recognized for that. But I felt like, boy, I was just doing my job and making sure everybody was educated and knew what their state regulations were. So with my own internal community of Banner notaries, we do live online learning classes, send out a lot of emails regarding changes whenever a state law changes. Banner operates about 28 hospitals in 6 different states. So whenever the state laws change, like in Wyoming or Arizona or Colorado, I'll contact those notaries and let them know changes in state law and how that impacts them as a notary. So involved with our internal notary community, but also externally. When people come to the hospital, they have things that still need to be notarized. You know, nobody really plans a trip to the hospital, but occasionally they end up here, and we need to be able to accommodate them as much as possible. So we have patients that need things notarized, as well as their family members, other community members. So that's more of our external community. And several years ago, Banner decided to make advanced care planning a part of our initiative, and just helping people understand what those documents are. And that would be living wills, medical power of attorneys, and advanced directives. So if we're going to ask people in our community and our patients to complete these documents, then we also need to make sure that we can provide knowledgeable notaries to help them with that. In some states, they are required for to be notarized, and some just witnessed. But if people are requesting a notarized document, then we better know what we're doing. So as community members come in and seek these documents, notarization for these documents, we're able to involve and help them with that as well. So that's how we operate within our internal and external community. as a notary, and just wanted to again thank Elaine for the opportunity. I sure wish I could be there. At this very moment, I am finishing up my capstone project for my master's degree in health administration, so I could not be there this year. But I miss everybody, and I hope you all have a great conference, and I look forward to seeing everybody next year. Thank you so much, and take care.